There was a time when fame meant talent. Now it can mean exposure, reality TV, viral moments, 15 minutes of fame. We consume strangers' lives like entertainment.
So here's the question. Why is being seen so powerful? And why are we so drawn to watching ordinary people become temporarily extraordinary? Today, we're going to talk about fame, visibility, and why attention feels like currency. Let's get into it.
Does fame amplify who you already are?
It amplifies everything,
Mm.
right? You may or may not know this about me, but when I was a kid, trying to figure out what I wanted to do for the rest of my life, it was either a journalist or a soap opera actress. Back in the day when soap operas were actually a thing. How can I say this? Like thinking about being on TV, like a la Kardashians or like reality TV, is not so different than a soap opera, if you think about it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, there's a version of you on TV.
Mm-hmm.
And in some way, shape, or form, you're playing a character, even if it's a reality show and you are the person on TV. Like,
yeah, for sure.
You're playing a version of yourself. You're playing up certain aspects of yourself. Like you're creating a story, right? That's gonna be out there.
Yeah.
It's not too far off from acting. I don't think.
Well, reality
is not.
Yeah, reality also knows that we thrive on the drama.
Well, yes.
So they add in more drama, which theoretically they wouldn't. So
Like, I mean, my life would not be a reality TV show.
No, but
because it's boring as fuck.
Right.
There's nothing exciting happening. I'm not fighting with somebody every day.
Right, but that's why you have the producers. Lisa, you're going to have to stir something up with your son today. Okay?
I understand. So I get it. And part of me, here's the thing. I love the idea of having the money and the, dare I say, power behind the veil, shall we say. But the idea of opening up, or flipping through a magazine or opening up like whatever people.com or whatever tabloid and seeing your life on every newsstand seems a lot to me. Here's the thing, why does it feel so addictive though? Do you watch any reality TV?
Here and there. Selling Sunset, one of my favorites.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you like that?
I love the houses. I love seeing the houses, and I love the hustle and grind behind it towards them making $300,000 on one sale.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like, man, if I wasn't in the business I am in,
Yeah.
not to say that it's easy, but I don't care if it's not easy, but oh man, I would totally want to do something like that.
So interesting.
Because I'm great at sales. It's what I do.
Okay.
So
what about like shows like Dragon's Den and stuff like that? Like the more business minded, like hustle and grind, like that's your vibe.
I definitely like Dragon's Den for sure.
Okay. That makes sense actually.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And like I love when I love all that kind of stuff, So maybe not completely drama focused, but if someone else is watching something drama focused, I might stop and like look at the drama for a sec. Jersey Shore, right? I mean, the drama.
Yes.
Everyone was hooked on that stuff. Yeah. I was never hooked.
Jersey Shore, The Hills.
But that Jersey Shore, like, I mean, what did they do?
Laguna Beach.
They partied every day.
Yeah.
and then they just talk
Created.
shit
Yeah.
and just like, this is my man or this is my girl and what the fuck, you know, and then they'd fight the situation, you know, and like, what were you watching, you know, like,
I know.
but everyone
Here's
loved
the
it
thing, but why?
because of the drop, because of that, the cuckoo-ness, because you live a sedentary life and you're there sitting down with your little munchies and you're watching these guys party all day, getting paid for it,
Mhm.
and you know, picking up people, getting into fights. There's something about that chaos that people love.
Yeah. They care. They enjoy watching how the other half live,
Yeah,
or not even the other half, how other people live.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's
And
just interesting.
sometimes, you know, like the only time I'll watch this stuff is when I'm eating lunch. It's kind of like a thing I do. So it's only a lunchtime thing for me.
Okay.
It's never another time for it because for me, even though I like it, it's going to sound maybe what's the word, maybe jealous or something, but I'm not, you know. It's just, it's a lunchtime thing and like I don't have the time to do it at any other point because I
Okay.
feel like it would be a waste of time. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's like I'm eating my lunch, I'm watching my little Selling Sunset episode or whatever it is I'm watching, and then like I'm done. You know, like that's how I look at TV shows and stuff.
Yeah.
But to sit there and like go crazy, you know,
Yeah.
like for me, I feel like now you're into this envy of like, oh, look at the Lamborghini they're driving.
Yes.
Oh, you know, they sold that house, they made $400,000. Oh, you know,
Yeah.
and then you start to get into this weird place of what you're seeing,
Yeah.
and for me, like I try not to have that noise.
You have a lot of like self restraint in areas that I like.
In some areas.
I'm a little jelly, you know.
In
Like
some areas.
I'm like, oh man, he's better at that than me. But here's the
Well,
thing.
I'm sure I'm better at a lot of things than you, and I'm sure you're better at a lot of things than me.
Oh, exactly.
You know?
But I can still appreciate it. It's like it's a great trait. I wish I had more of that. I will start practicing self restraint because here's the thing. I think that reality TV is like an amped up version of doom scrolling,
Mm,
right?
mm,
Is of social media
yeah.
and doom scrolling. It's that innate, like there's a time and a place for it. It can come from boredom and just not having anything else to watch. Oh, okay, let's watch this. Fine. Been there, done that. It's come from a position of, well, I've seen season 1 and 2. Oh, now I gotta see what the results are. I gotta watch season 3. Did they so and so marry this person, and what's happening with this drama? And kind of like almost like a TV show,
Mm,
right? You got to get your drama fix somewhere. But then there's also, it can turn into sometimes this, it's almost like you're getting something out of it.
mm-hmm,
And what you're getting out of it doesn't always lead to like the most positive places.
mm-hmm,
Like if I have been in a position where I've binge watched, let's say, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, okay, which is like fucking obsessed with that show. It's trashy and amazing and like all in one, But but then I start to feel, you can start to feel bad about where you are in
mm,
your life. And like you're like, what am I fucking doing? You know what I mean? Like my life is trash because I'm not like these people,
right.
or I don't have that. Like you said, like I don't have that Lamborghini, or I don't have, do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm,
And that's when it starts to get toxic. Think if it's meant for entertainment,
mm-hmm,
but once it turns into something more, it can be a little much.
yeah.
Like I've had to stop watching certain shows because I'm just like, okay, too much for me. You know what I mean? Like it's
Mm.
not healthy. I find that I have that kind of like addictive personality.
Mm.
Like I get addicted to things quite easily,
Yeah.
and I have to watch myself because it can be
Yeah.
not so great for me.
I think a lot of people have that, including me. And I think, it's designed like that, you know?
Yeah, I know, which
Um,
sucks.
no one knows people better than those markets. And there's a reason,
Yeah,
So there's a reason they do the things they do and the way they do it.
yeah.
So, you know,
Now, what do you think about social media? Do you think social media makes everyone like a little mini celebrity?
I mean, I think to a degree it can. I've had scenarios where staff or people who are in my industry who end up working for me think I'm like, I don't bleed, you know, and they have me on this
Pedestal?
pedestal, and then they realize like, oh, he bleeds. He's just a normal person. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I'm a normal person, you know. I have
Flaws
my
and all.
So I think
Yeah.
I think that yes, I think social media, without even making me look perfect, for some reason, depending on where you are in your industry, I guess, some people will look at you and think like, oh my god, and it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine what someone like Brad Pitt.
Yeah, but Brad Pitt is not a reality TV star.
No, I guess not.
Let's
But he
take
still has pressure. I'm sure if he walks into a coffee shop and he doesn't tip $20, he's gonna, someone's gonna be like, "Oh my God, Brad Pitt was in here and gave me nothing."
maybe.
Like
Maybe.
who knows, right? And it's like all this like little like like, yeah, okay, he's a celebrity, but they go through money problems too. A lot of them do. A lot of them
Yeah.
have a lot of issues, just like all of us, poor,
Yes.
rich, whatever.
Yes.
So I think we look at these people and we're kind of like, oh my gosh, they're so there.
Do you think we like to build people up to tear them down?
Well, I think that that's humanity. I think that
I think but like, I mean,
I think that
I
they
don't
don't. I don't think that they build them up. I think that they see them there and they want to be there.
but they're there because people have built them up. And I'm not talking about Brad Pitt. I'm talking about the regular TikTok, you know, that's where you've gotten popular on TikTok. You're a
Mm-hmm.
normal, whatever age person doing whatever it is on TikTok, dancing or fucking mom talk or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, that's where you've gotten your followers. And then all of a sudden you're in your own TV show.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like Secret Lives of Mormon Wives kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like people, us, have we like their videos, and so you've gained that traction on TikTok. So we've built you up, and then you've gotten to this where you've got your own reality TV show now, and now we're going to break you down. Do you know how many like articles I see? Like I'm talking specifically about this one show, but it happens every show.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how many articles I see about Taylor Frankie Paul, the head of Mom Talk, and like what white trash this, and oh she's
Yeah.
like,
Well,
what is the point of that? Do you know
but
what I
but the
mean?
the thing is that it's not the people that brought them up that are saying that.
Yes, they are.
Or it's typically not, because you have to understand that you're going to have a fan base and you're going to have, and when you're in that, because that's celebrity status,
Yeah.
that's a level where you have your own show now. It's because the producers and the all of that shit have said we can make a lot of money off this.
Why do we feel like, I say we, but I mean like why do we feel like we have the authority, I guess, to tear these people down, to make them or break them? Like
They don't have the authority. The authority is there because the person is allowing that to happen. I mean, at the end of the day, the fans that built up that thing. It's because how you look at that is that that's everything to you. And so now when people talk negatively about you,
Yeah.
you get flustered because of what it created for you. If you are in that social media highlight, you can't you have to learn that you're going to have good, and what comes with good is always bad.
Yeah.
And that's exactly how life is. It's up and down, you know and everyone just wants up, but
Yeah.
it's never like that. If it goes up, it has to come down. It just has to. It's gravity.
Yeah.
So,
It's just interesting now how there's a lot more opportunity to be a self-made
well, yeah,
star.
of course.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It used to be like you had to grind in a specific area in the US. You had to either go to New York or LA. You had to like grind and like
Now it's a different
look
kind
a
of
certain
grind.
way, and you know what I mean? It everybody has to grind. I agree,
Mhm.
but I just mean like there used to be like a very niche group, you know
Mhm.
what I mean, of people, select few comparably. And now it's like anybody with a phone can
Yeah.
be
Yeah. Gary Vee says it all the time. This is the best era
yeah.
ever
I don't know.
to make money.
Oh, to make money. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best era ever. Social media has made it easier than ever
Yeah.
to make money.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And you still have people complaining. Right? Do midlife adults crave visibility differently than Gen Z?
Yes. Like, I mean, listen, I'm human. I want to be, seen and heard and
well,
validated.
we're
Of
doing a
course.
podcast.
There we go. Right. Like, I mean, this in part was just so that I could feel like I had a voice out there in the world. Right. This was one of the reasons we started this.
Yeah. And if we ever go viral, there will be great and there will be terrible.
Absolutely. So, and I recognize it even myself, right? Like nobody needs to be telling me, oh, that was pretty shit, like, or this was a good one, or that one wasn't so great. But I don't know. I think the if we went viral, okay, and our podcast was well received and much received, much praised, and we got phone calls like, hey, let's do this, I would give it a second thought. I would not give it a second thought. I would be like, let's try this out. Not every day that you get to have an opportunity like that, right?
For sure.
Also, because I'm in this phase of life where I want to have opportunities and experience different life experiences. However, if one of those opportunities was to be a reality TV show, I would pause. I just feel like at that stage, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe it would be whatever stage, but I just feel like at that stage, you're opening yourself up to something that I may not be so comfortable being in. Do you know what I mean? A podcast is different than showing everything.
I think, yeah. I mean, I think you have to, have a certain mindset.
Yes.
Going into that.
Absolutely.
And remember what you said before. There's, regardless of what you see on TV, that is not their full real life.
No.
So.
No.
And they're not acting how they would normally act.
Right. But here's the thing too, Josh, is like I'm actively at the stage of life where I'm trying to avoid drama. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not talking about what I'm watching on TV. I'm talking about in my actual life. So like, I want to be peace. I want to be at peace. You know what I mean? And so to purposely go into some sort of a form where I would be needing to create or attract a drama in that way for myself seems tedious and exhausting. So I'd probably have to say, certainly pause. Certainly pause and think about it. It would not be a for sure, yes, let's go,
What if they said, what? You'll make $1 million a year?
$1 million a year? Fuck.
Money talks, I
It
guess.
does. It does. It does. So, like I said, like if we're dreaming, who knows? Okay. So listen, let's move on to our would you trade it, okay? So, 15 minutes of attention or lifelong privacy? We already know my answer. What would yours be?
I mean, are we talking personal life?
Yes.
Then yeah, I would go for the second one.
Lifelong privacy?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't care about the fame for my privacy, but like my private life. Okay, influencer life or offline life? It's a catch-22 because you have a podcast.
It is. I feel like influencer life
With
a
offline
caveat.
life.
With a caveat. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe fame isn't the goal. Maybe visibility is. And maybe what we really want isn't attention, it's significance.
So tell us, would you trade privacy for platform? We'll see you next week on Brother, Sister, Whatever.
Later.
Bye.